morning everybody. I hope you all had a good Christmas. Happy New Year to you. We're not quite there yet, but I just decided I'd do this today while I've got a bit of peace and quiet. This is my Easter cactus. Still looking wonderful. There's my baby African violet. There's a big thing of basil here, which is still looking quite good. And this is one of the items I got for Christmas. Now, whether you can see that or not, it is actually pink. It's not red, it's pink. I'm trying to dry it out because it's absolutely soaking wet. But yeah, so it's a pink poinsettia which I was given as a Christmas present. It still doesn't look very good because it keeps dropping leaves like so. Yeah, there's another one around there as well. Then this is my mummy African violet, and this is why I love orchids. Look at that. This is the one I was bought for my birthday a couple of years ago, and it came out with all these buds just before Christmas, and it's now flowering its head off. This one up here, if you remember, this is the yellow one I bought back from holiday a couple of years ago, so that's obviously got a way to go yet, but you know, it's in bud, which is why it's down here, because I move them about. There is my orange Christmas cactus, Thanksgiving cactus, which is not doing anything at the moment, but who knows, it might just be getting itself in the pot. And my Paph pedalum, I've got the same problem as Roger. The fans are dying off at the back and I don't know why. It seems to be doing okay, so I'll leave that there. Not move it around a bit too much. As you can see, my houseplants are still doing quite well. This one did flower, as did this one. These obviously didn't, because no, they're the Easter cactus. That's another African violet. My Kaye didn't make it. That's doing really well actually, the Echeveria one. And as you can see, yeah, this one hasn't quite finished flowering, or pretty much. That one doesn't want to come off, it's not there yet. But this one flowered just before Christmas. These are the rest of my African violet cuttings that didn't do anything for ages and then suddenly exploded. This one here obviously has just finished because there's no buds on it anymore. Oh, maybe there is. There's another bud there, look. There's a bud there, so it could well have a few more flowers to give me just yet. This is the red one. This, what is it? Drosera nidiformis. It's got lots of mould on the top there. I'm not sure whether that's good or bad. And then we've got the aloes and some very sad looking cuttings and a very happy looking cutting. This is my red and white Thanksgiving cactus, that again is another one that hasn't done anything. It's just sitting there looking pretty, which is fine. Yeah, my Perle von Nuremberg is doing something very weird. Not sure why, but it is. There's my little sedum cutting that's in this little yellow teapot. Around there is the other aloe. There are my air plants and my succulent cuttings, and that's my red Easter cactus on the end there. There's my epiphyllum, my Tradescantia up there, out of the way. Not quite sure whether they're going to do much more or not. The epiphyllum looks weird because I keep trying to find different places to put in, what's the word? Getting it in the light, and somebody hasn't pulled the blind right up, so I'll do that in a minute. There you go. So now, having pulled the blind right up, you can now see that it is actually in the light there. Because we had visitors, my mother-of-all spider plants ended up there. So that will go back into its normal place when Christmas is over and the decorations have gone all over the place. I've gone away and all the rest of it. So he's gone up there because my dad would otherwise be putting his feet in the flower pot. My orchids up here. That's the dendrobium with this really fantastic fat cane. I'm guessing he needs a bit more water because that's all gone crinkly. These bits have gone a bit tatty, but these seem to be doing okay. There's lots of new roots on there. New roots on that one, you can see them in there. This one, if I just lift that up, this is the Kaye of the dendrobiums that you can see in the background. This is the one that did nothing for ages, and then just before Christmas had huge buds on it, and now look at it. But the buds have come out the top of the cane, so I'm assuming that that cane can now no longer flower or produce any more leaves, from what I understand. But who knows, they're full of surprises. But he's very pretty now. So leave him in there, put him back in there. There we go. This guy is the guy who flowered forever, for about 18 months. I mean, you can see he's got loads of roots out. Okay, at the moment he's not producing anything else, but I wouldn't expect him to. I need him to sit quietly for a bit and then surprise me later when I'm least expecting it, because he was in flower for 18 months. Then I repotted him and he's now got some decent roots going, so that's good. This is the guy who was in flower for ages when we came back from Centre Parks in May, and he'd been in flower for ages. I mean, obviously these are now dying back. He's also doing loads of roots and things. This guy is my pinguicula. It's just finished flowering because that one there has just finished. So he's just finished flowering and he needs sorting out. Do excuse the mess. I've had visitors and haven't had time to do things like that. This is the other Kaye of the dendrobium over there, and so that's one of them. This is the other one, and yes, I do move my orchids about because I like to see them. I mean, this one will go back downstairs, maybe, but this is the new one with these really good canes on it. I mean, that's the one it came with. I think that was one of the ones it came with, and it had, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 new ones, which again I think it may be a bit short of water because they've all gone crinkly, but we'll rectify that later. This is my poinsettia, which was the mini one I had last year. As you can see, it hasn't changed colour yet, but it looks like it might do, and from what I remember, they're not supposed to flower until mid-January anyway, so bearing in mind it's only the week after Christmas when I'm doing this, you know, I don't think it's doing too badly. And obviously behind it is the Paph, pedalum, Jersey Freckles, which is still producing leaves, but I don't believe there's any spikes anywhere at all, so you know. I won this in the raffle at my last WI meeting, but I have a feeling this one, like the one in the kitchen, is going to need to be pruned and sorted out. It's not, that one's quite wet as well, so I'm going to leave that one alone As you can see, it's losing bits all the time. So whether they'll survive or not, who knows. All I know is that this one hasn't been happy since I brought it home, and the one that's in the kitchen is, you know, happy at the moment, but it is soaking wet, so I'm trying to dry that out. Interested in this. This is my Helleborus Lenten Rose. Yeah, I know it's December, but this has, it looked like it died a death over the summer, but look, 1, 2, and believe me, there's another one in there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 buds, 10. There's another one down there, look. Look. There's another one just there. Can't see. There we go. Just there with a really nice thing. I came out here the other day. I went, oh look, the winter jasmine's come out. These were cuttings from my mother-in-law, so that's why they're not very big, but it's obviously quite happy. And Russell's just decided he's going to come and join us out in the garden, and this is the other one that's not doing too well either, but that, you know, just give it time. The ball here is also what I bought with the money that the children gave me, so to see it looking so healthy is really, really good. So it's in a nice pot, and it's going to give out a good display, I think, when they all come out, because I don't think this one's far off it. Right, thanks for joining me today. Have a happy new year, and I will be back with my regular updates probably in February, because this one, although it's the 29th of December today, obviously this won't go up till the new year, so when you see it, you will have had your new year and all the rest of it, and everything will sort of be back to normal.